So what, is he just gonna get fed up with it taking so long and give up? I don't think so.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw. On the night of December 24th.
Right, leave it to me.
Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. And Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I mean, not that he could. Larry is very much on our side. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. His serious face, really. It really gets me.
That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I did it! I shot him! I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock.
I can't speak. This is like disconcerting how far his neck turns. It looks like it's broken.
Then, just as I was going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Scary Larry. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
The night of the murder.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin.
Oh.
Well, okay, first of all, what time was it?
Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By the time everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak.
And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? Yeah, we know that. Looking for something?
Yeah.
Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for?
You can't object to the judge, what?
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
Around what time was that?
Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah.
You're not sure?
Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay?
People use watches these days, Larry. Heard the bang. Where did the sound come from?
Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know?
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked.
Didn't see a boat. That is very suspicious. Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts?
Right. Why... The photo that we have from Lada, I just realized it's not timestamped. That's so weird. It's hooked up to a computer and everything. It should have a timestamp on it.
Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not.
Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case.
Humph.
You just turned around and went home after hearing a gunshot, so you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, Nick?
It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions.
Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. But somebody hasn't found me a waterfall.
We have the... Oh, where was it? Do we still have it? The thing about the gas can. Because... wouldn't that be the first, quote, gunshot, unquote, sound? Because it was somewhat of an explosion. But we don't have... Oh, shit! I meant to look at it. Yeah. Oh, no, shaking his head. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna save real quick. Right. I wanted to... Yes! Taken automatically. When was he killed? Ah, damn it. Oh, right, I wanted to look at this. Yeah, you should have... The boat shop and the campsite would have had the same view of... I mean, not the same view, obviously, but like, yeah. Okay, I think I will present this at 12:50. Empty Lake. 12:15. Oh, sorry, 11:50 and 12:15. I forgot what he responded to our pressing, right? Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Oh, did we not press on that already?
Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts?
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, we did this.
Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not.
Okay, right. Okay, yeah. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Oops. Single gunshot. I thought it was just that, like, he left before the second one, but no, I'm supposed to say, present this. Wait a sec, Larry.
What?
You only heard one bang, you're sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please.
Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Oh, good lord.
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Not sure? How could you not be sure?
Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Something else? Did you have headphones on?
My radio, dude, with my headphones.
Yeah. What? I mean, it would have to be turned up pretty painfully loud to cover it up a gunshot. Gunshot.
Order, order, and stop that booing. They were booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Wait your time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
No, he's all we have. Your Honor. Please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. Fiancé abandoned me. That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it, real loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Kids these days.
Yeah? What's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
I truly believe Harry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Oh, wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Or this charade. Why were you alone, Larry? Tell us about Keonce. So you turned on the radio.
Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there, alone on Christmas Eve. Alone.
I shouldn't have said anything. All requests. Did you request anything? Do you, by any chance, remember the name of the program you were listening to?
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
It could. Probably not.
Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night?
Yeah, but gunshot loud, really? Real booming loud? Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on?
Yep.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all.
Why are you sure? Can you prove that? No, of course you can't.
Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know?
I remember it clearly because I remembered it clearly. What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
Because they frequently say the time.
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care. I'm grasping at straws here, can't you see? We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask, hmm?
Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot.
Does that mean... This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. No. That means it was before midnight, and what is the time on this image? After midnight. Oh ho ho ho. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. Oh, I see it. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude.
Yeah, but there were 2 gunshots, so like... But it's, you know, it's something.
Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? Are you people paying attention? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and...
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera.
12:25:00:15. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order. What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. Slap. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Yeah, he heard something. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Slap, show me the evidence. There was a gunshot before midnight.
Fired 3 times. 2 sounds just both were after midnight. Okay. I'm gonna go fired 3 times. Yeah, this should... This is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Wait, then how is there a photo taken at 12:15 of a dude being shot with this gun? Unless it's a different gun like I thought before. Which, honestly, I don't even know at this point. It doesn't look the same to me, but it could be.
I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies.
Bah, you waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. Slap, but do you have any proof it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something?
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things?
Is it gonna be this? I remember Gordy makes loud noises. I have a feeling it's gonna be Gordy, because whenever I have no idea where to turn, it's Gordy. Gordy's got my back.
Mr. Wright, you were a fool. A damn fool. Is that a smirk I see?
Your Honor, sorry, I wasn't really sure about the evidence. Oh, is that telling me that I got it wrong?
Don't show us evidence you aren't confident in, Mr. Wright. I'll ask you again.
Okay, I gotta look this one up, I'm sorry.
Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight?
Yes, I do. It was, Oh, I totally forgot about that. Okay. Yes, there's nothing in this photo. But the fact that it was taken means that there was a loud noise. Just the fact that it was taken is evidence. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Ms. Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh, yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha! I get it now. We're all stupid. Just a bunch of idiots.
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time Larry claims. Whoa, okay, awesome.
Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Slap, why I ask you, why?
Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah!
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it! Remember the case with the steel samurai?
Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya!
Yes.
If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it.
Right. I mean, Is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if anything I say sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. Care to share with the rest of the class, Nick?
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Just. So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. Bang. Splash. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide.
Unless he had really long arms.
Well, Slap, the guilty party is to be the other man on the boat.
I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
Huh? What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 15 minutes before that. This is too big for my tiny brain to comprehend. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. So who was in the boat? Who was shot then? I'm so confused. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Ooh.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
I don't know! No, but if Hammond was shot and killed before midnight, then this can't be Hammond. So that means if it can't be Hammond, then it had to have been Edgeworth and the murderer, but Edgeworth doesn't remember. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer, unless he's not telling us. And he is very secretive, so. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, was Edgeworth a witness and the murderer was trying to kill him too? He assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Oh, that's not... Oh, okay.
What? Are you serious? You're throwing disguises into the mix? More disguises? You one-hit wonder trying to recreate the steel samurai case?
Yes, I am, admittedly. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. Oh, there was no disguise at all. Someone showed up and was like, "Hi, I'm Robert Hammond." That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
Oh, I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's... Miles Edgeworth after all this time. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. But once again, that's not my job to prove.
You don't know?
Bah, again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. Oh! At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Well, where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
What? Well, then where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder really took place. I don't know. The only place I can think of is, like, here. Because this is out of view of Lotta's camera. Maybe? Around here, maybe?
Maybe, Mr. Wright? And does this, maybe, include the reason why the killer would choose that spot?
Yes, well, maybe because there is no good reason. The murderer thought we'd never expect it.
Maybe you should try again.
He wasn't even surprised I goofed up. I have no idea. This, I know it's the sign. Like, it's one of those flag type signs, but it looks like, what are the, I don't know what they're, like a hatchet? The knife. Like the big rectangular shaped knives used for chopping up meat. Looks like one of those. I am consulting the manual, I have no idea. Excuse me. I pointed to that area. Okay, it wasn't perfect, but fuck you, game. I was close enough. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way, he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Yes, I went inside and there was a pool of blood. Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Uh-huh. That's Larry looking for his inflatable samurai. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. Uh-huh. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. I think you're underestimating just how loud gunshots are. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop. Oh, this is fun, Phoenix. I'm getting it on too. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gore Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. Phoenix is very good at thinking on his feet like this. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Oh my goodness. That's a face. Oh, Polly's a witness! This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Identifiable only by his coat. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
I mean, our only option is him. Of course it was the murderer who shot the pistol. Oh, I see. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth, on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
To make sure there was photographic evidence? Question mark? Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Slap, tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Oh, right. Just look with their eyes, because he didn't know about the automatic camera. Okay, fine. Next, the murderer waits a bit, and he fires again. Then... Did he push, or did he swim away? The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. Oh, poor Edgeworth. No wonder he's confused. He wouldn't be a mess after that.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the evidence. I am exhausted. These are the events that took place or happened or whatever. Dead silence.
Bailiff, bring up the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well, we are waiting for the caretaker. I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me, and I wasn't doing anything. My girlfriend Keonsae was busy.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir.
Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. I'm losing my voice. I haven't done this in a while.
What? What should I
do?
find him quickly? We cannot allow him to go. We cannot allow him to get away.
Well,
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
wow. That was a lot.
Yay, Nick, you did it!
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Oh, let me guess. The guy he saw on the boat wasn't the witness. It was someone else. Oh no. Edgeworth?
No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but
This sounds like a love confession.
I can't make up my mind.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed.
A memory of a murder.
Did you murder your father? Beautiful. Very exciting. We did pretty well that time. Who am I kidding? We did very poorly, and I needed to get help from the internet.